So today I would like to explain, because of APP is a pulp and paper industry, like what I agree with what Pa Adi already explained, that no single solution for plastic issue, but how we can choose the right product for the right solution. So this is about just a glance. Every day Indonesia generates about 175,000 of waste, and about 14% is contained of plastic. And I think 20% of the plastic in Indonesia leakage to the rivers and the coastal. And then studied in 2015 stated that Indonesia is the world's second largest contributor to the plastic pollution. And I think two from our government already explained what kind of, from the government side, policy and then initiative. And like Pa Adi as well mentioned, some of the countries already provide some announcement like a ban plastic usage. 65 countries also verifying degrees of enforcement, and 32 countries impose charge. And then where's plastic go, basically? I think we are know that some people said recycle, landfill, incinerated, like what Pa Adi as well explained. But what happened? Other studies said as well, only basically 2% of the plastic recycled into the products with the same function. And another 8% basically downcycle to the something of lower quality. And the cost, basically, the cost of manage the waste could be because there is a discussion in the consumer goods forum when we manage the waste in the last process. Basically, minimum cost is about $200 per ton, and maybe even more. And the culture to having food delivering is increasing in this era. Everybody like to buy food, bringing home, and then what is the packaging we are using right now? So we are now, as a company, as a pulp and paper, we want to contribute as well, come up with a solution. Like what Pa Adi explained, how we choose the cup. Before, I think we using the paper cup is already couple years, and then we maybe don't know that the cup, especially the one that we use for the coffee, is contain plastic inside, the PE coating. And then the problem when we recycle this type of the glass, basically need very complex machine, which is we have to take out the plastic, and then sometimes very high cost. And then become, if there is no recycling system, go to the landfill or even go to the ocean. So some people as well said paper is not a sustainable product. Yes, if the paper using natural forest. But our company already use 100% plantation. We manage with the sustainable way. And then we have a continuous improvement to come out with the innovation product. Sustainable packaging is become important because of it will reduce the ecological footprint of all over the stages in the product's life cycle, of course. It also helps both the producer and the consumer to reduce their environment impact and providing easier effort to handling the waste. This is the comparison between paper, plastic, and then some people say bioplastic. So if we see about the recyclability or the biodegradable, compostable, so we have to see from the renewable or sustainably grown material. From the paper, we consider as a moderate, plastic, of course, in the level poor, and bioplastic coming from the moderate as well. And how about the ability to use recycled content? So this is some of the comparison, and then the energy, resource, and pollution, and from the manufacturing, of course, depend on how the industry will run. And end of life ability or likelihood of being recycled or disposed. Of course, paper is the best one between the three. So current paper cup design, before, of course, people only see the linear economy approach. But take all direct food from the packaging, need virgin pulp, same with the paper cup. And then how the virgin pulp take has been from the forest, will go through the process, make a paper cup, and it will distribute to the end user. And then dispose, 30 to 60 minutes of the uses, the paper cup will be disposed. And then due to its plastic lining, paper cup is very difficult, like I said, and then costly to be recycled. And then only 1% of the paper cup has been recycled because of very difficult to take out the PE coating. They call it PE coating. And then this is our company. We are committed. Not our product is only 100% for the sustainable plantation, and then we manage based on our sustainability roadmap. And then this is the concept that our company being used, using circular bioeconomy. If you see in the, starting from the forest, we also implement integrated forestry and farming system to make sure that community also includes in the process, and then how also the supply chain protect the forest, and then when entering our industry, we make sure that from the pulp paper making up to the product, up to our customer, we make sure that all the process through the circular bioeconomy to minimize waste, and then our target by 2030, zero landfill in the process. So this is one of the sample that APP has our environment commitment, that we provide a solution at least for the food packaging. Like I come here is not for 100% solution, but as an Indonesian company, we bring a solution for packaging, for especially for the food, which is right now the culture or the behavior using food packaging is very high. So we come out with the renewable raw material recycling without barrier, like I said, without PE coating, and compostable within 12 weeks. So I can say this product renewable, recyclable, and of course compostable. So the conclusion, and also our products is already certified with the series of the process, and we also certified our forests through mandatory certification from the government and voluntary using PFC. The conclusion is you better pay a little bit higher in front for me, because some of the brand, they don't want to change from the plastic become paper, even already have a solution, because of course will be more expensive compared with the plastic. But for me, is you better pay a little bit more in front rather than fund or the end of the process. Like I said, minimum $200 to manage the waste in the bag. And then of course it's not easy. And then to manage the waste is not about cost, but the complexity to stop the leakage of to the ocean. Especially, we have a target to reduce from our president to reduce 70% by 2025. So this is, and of course, will impact to our health. I think that's it. And as a company from Indonesia, we already have a solution, and also. We working right now with Nestle, like Bu Nani said. Even we are not in the working group, but as a part of our customer, we working with the Nestle to find innovative product, to find a replacement for some of the food packaging. Because of agree, it's not 100% can be replaced from the plastic to paper, because of some of the food can be also contaminated. So they need plastic, but maybe we can find a other plastic can be more friendly with the environment. Thank you.